Hey there, Sagittarius. Welcome to your reading for mid-November 2023. We're just going to jump right in here. You have this eye card. It says envy, protection. You have this fish. It says abundance and luck on it. So I do feel it is a very lucky time for you anyway, Sagittarius. Your readings have been very lucky. That does not mean that you are experiencing luck, because I feel that all the luck that we have right now is coming from actions that we take. So, obviously, if you're not taking action on things that are presenting themselves to you, then you're not going to be lucky. So I would make sure to take advantage of any opportunities that come your way in pretty much all areas of your life. That is going to cause things to speed up with the Eight of Wands here. So I do see a lot of success here. Let's see. And, I feel like there's going to be like a lot of growth coming in for you. I have the word growth popping into my head. You do have these wands cards, and wands kind of can represent growth or growing in some way. And, I don't know, makes sense to me, right? So you have the Nine of Wands, the Eight of Cups, and the Six of Pentacles. I kind of feel like you have to stop playing small. I feel like there's something that you have to do. This isn't like bad or good, here in this reading, Sagittarius. I think that just the Nine of Wands, Eight of Cups, the Six of Pentacles, it's like Six of Pentacles is like a small amount, it's popping into my head as something that's not that great. So, I would be taking bigger risks. I would be thinking bigger just because you can, right? I think that there's, if you can do things at a higher level, then you probably should. And that's what I feel like this reading is saying. I feel like some of you maybe don't know exactly what to do because you have the Eight of Swords right next to this Nine of Wands. But the Eight of Swords is only seeing one way of doing things. So it says you need to open up to all the ways of doing something, and that's what will lead to the most success. You have the Eight of Cups here. And again, Eight of Cups is cutting out the crap, basically. So, again, if you are, trying to work on something, it's like maybe you have to cut some things out of your life for the time being so that you can build something up, especially if you're like working on a business. Maybe you can't watch as much TV, right? Or something like that. So I kind of feel it's encouraging you to make those types of sacrifices, especially if the sacrifices you're making are for a better future. And that's really what I'm getting from this reading. You have the Star here, and the Star is a card of a bright future. So, there you go. You have the Six of Pentacles, and the Six of Pentacles is work hard, play hard. I mean, it's, it is kind of, I am kind of getting work hard, play hard here. That's why I said that. But it's, making sure that you're giving to things that give to you. So I would make sure that you are putting your energy in the areas of life that are, giving energy back to you. And, I would make sure that you're giving to the things that invest back in you as well. I also felt at the beginning of the reading that this was saying that maybe you're playing a little bit too small or you need to take bigger risks. I don't know why. Just this whole entire first row is kind of giving me that feeling where it's like saying, if you're not experiencing the growth you desire, I think the universe wants you to like put yourself out there more or do more. Let's look into it. We're going to clarify with the Oracle of the Radiant Sun, by the way. Yeah, you have this Quarrel card. I feel like you're fearing conflict or competition. Nine of Wands is about, defending yourself, right? And so, here, if you're like trying to grow something with these two cards, like a business, a YouTube channel, or, your career, you could be thinking, oh, there's a lot of competition. But I feel like the universe is encouraging you to really do the thing that, again, is going to lead to a brighter future. With the Eight of Cups, here you go. This is why, because you have this riches card. I feel like whatever you're walking away from and whatever you're walking towards is going to bring in riches. I also feel if you have to make some sacrifices that, again, you are making sacrifices for a brighter future. You are making these sacrifices so that you can bring more, abundance, riches into your life, whatever the case may be. So, I really like where this reading, and I feel like this is going to happen quickly. You have the Eight of Wands here, and the Eight of Wands is a card of things happening rapidly or things happening quick. With the Six of Pentacles, you have this acquisition card. This is my fancy couple card, right? You can see here, there's like this fancy couple on this card. Definitely could be love, and I would say it could be a Taurus, could be any sign, but Earth stands out to me with this card. Could be any sign. It's a general reading. I also feel that you could be acquiring some skills that are going to lead to this brighter future with the Star card. You could be with the Six of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands are cards of experimentation to me. Nine of Wands says throw stuff at the wall, see what sticks. Six of Pentacles is kind of similar. It says plant seeds, meaning, if you come up with an idea to start something, try a couple of things. Like if you want to start a business or a relationship, try a few things, see what works, see what doesn't, and double down on what works. So very similar energy, and it looks really good. Next, you in the area of the unexpected, you have this never-ending story card, and you have this leg up card. I kind of feel that this is actually a story that's ending. I feel like something could be coming in and assisting you to end a never-ending story. So if you've been going through challenges or difficulties, or if people have been causing challenges in your life, I kind of feel you could be doing things, or people could be helping you do things that kind of get you out of a challenging period of time. So it's almost like you're receiving assistance here. The reason I say that is because you start with the Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords is self-imposed restriction, but she's keeping herself stuck, and she could easily set herself free. And then you have the Eight of Wands. Total opposite energy, right? Eight of Wands is super stuck. The Eight of Swords is super stuck. The Eight of Wands is quick movement forward, a quick conclusion. So I kind of feel that there could be news or information with the Eight of Wands that you are receiving that sets you free, especially if you've been feeling stuck. And I kind of feel like saying this is just what you've needed to be able to move forward. And, I feel really good about this. You have the Eight of Wands. What's also weird is I'm hearing in my head that this is something that you have been, like this is something that you realize that you haven't been doing. I don't know. Those are weird words, but what's popping to my head is sometimes I think we can work on something like a YouTube channel or a business or a side hustle or a relationship, and we can say to ourselves, I'm doing everything that everyone else is doing, but maybe really you're not. And I feel like you're kind of finding the missing, the secret sauce, the missing piece to your puzzle, right? You're discovering the things that you're not doing that will make you more successful. So, which is good. It's like you're getting the information so that you can improve, so that you can grow, so that you can do more. I also do feel, by the way, that this could be communication. You have this right here. So there could be a person who's wanting to communicate with you in love. I kind of see you kind of entertaining it. I don't know. It looks good to me. I would say that maybe you're just kind of like, okay, I'll see how this goes. It feels very like nonchalant to me, right? You have the Four of Cups. Four of Cups is about kind of like trying to manifest things. It's a card of contemplation and apathy. He has manifested those Four Cups, but he's kind of disappointed in what he has manifested. And so as far as love is concerned, I feel like you are, again, attracting someone very different. And I feel like this person will impress you. So, for those of you that want love, this looks pretty good to me. Although I feel you've definitely been disappointed. So let's see what we get here. I don't know if I said this. I'm using the Oracle of the Radiant Sun, by the way, to clarify. With the Eight of Swords, you have this card that reminds me of the Eight of Swords. There's this bird that's in this cage here, but the cage door is open. So I feel like you need to realize that you are not stuck. Wherever you are feeling stuck or trapped, I feel like you need to kind of like set yourself free from something. And I really feel that the answer is not to go smaller. I think the answer is to go bigger is what I keep getting here. So again, if you're not finding success in business, I feel, or work, it's like the universe is like, no, I want you to go for a lot more. Same thing in love. It's like maybe the universe is like, no, I want you to go for someone who's more, right? And so I kind of feel that energy here as well, where I wish I don't know all your situations, obviously, but I would just go bigger. With the Eight of Wands, you have this power card. I feel like you want to, that you are desiring a certain level of power, or you're hoping to, accomplish. It's like you want to get to a certain level in life. This could be in business, work, love, whatever. And I feel it's like a major focus for you. And I kind of feel like you're getting there. I feel that going this way, there's more responsibilities that are required because you have the Ten of Wands here. Personally, I like the Ten of Wands. I know some readers don't, but Ten of Wands, he planted those wands. He's now getting to his home or his village in the background there, and he's about to have a harvest. He planted those wands. Yes, it's extra responsibility and work, but he wanted it so that he could have a harvest. And so I feel this is kind of like saying, maybe you want a certain level of power or attention, which is fine. And, I feel the Ten of Wands is saying if you do the work, you will have it. With the Four of Cups, you have this adaptability card, how you get something. I keep telling people, I'd be very careful. Like, I think we're in a time where we need to change our story, meaning what we tell ourselves in our head, right? And, how we feel about our life. but I also feel we need to be kind of more flexible in how we accomplish our news story. So, if you're saying to yourself, like, oh, I can only have love if I meet this person in this magical way, never going to happen. So, or same thing in business. If you're saying to yourself, like, I only am going to make money this one way, then you're going to be stuck. I feel like if you're open and you follow your inspirations at this time, star card, then, you will be very successful. But if you're too fixed, which I don't think you would be, but I'm just saying, I would just, allow things happen and roll with the punches as well. Unfortunately, we are in a time, like, I'm not going to sugarcoat it, where we have to roll with the punches. Like, what we think is going to work, probably not going to work. But if we stay open to inspiration and we say, okay, that didn't work, what can I do next? And we are inspired in a new direction and we kind of roll with it, we will be very successful. So that's what I would do. Next, in the area of what's coming towards you, you have this ant spirit, says time to collaborate. You have this fox, it says think on your feet. Yes, I am a big fan of collaboration right now. So anything you do to work with other people, good idea. Also, the think on the feet card, I feel, is also saying, be adaptable. Come up with all the ways of doing something. You have the star, the 4 of wands, and the 10 of wands. I'm hearing that you could be marrying a star. I'm not saying this person's like famous or anything like that, but could be an Aquarius. It could also just be a person who gets a lot of attention. I kind of feel like it's a big picture person, I would say. The star is about kind of seeing the big picture. There's this bird back here, this ibis. And the ibis is the bird of like knowledge and wisdom. And the bird on the star kind of represents seeing the big picture. And normally I don't really pay attention to that, but intuitively I'm getting that you could be attracting someone who's like a much more like bird's eye view kind of person. I feel like they don't focus on the micro details or more macro, like they focus on big picture ideas and stuff like that. If you focus on the small stuff, I actually feel that this could be a good match. It's like, sometimes big picture people, they miss the small details. So usually that's where they make their mistakes in life. And, when two people come together where it's like one's big picture, one small picture, it's like that can work really well. And again, it could be the opposite. You could be the big picture person. They could be the small detail person, but whatever. Definitely popping into my head. I also feel that I'm kind of getting this as something that you need to do. I feel you need to pay attention to your inspirations. I feel the universe is trying to inspire you. So if you have those moments during your day where, you become interested in something or, you feel inspired to do something, I would do it, whatever it is. It could be as simple as, going for a walk or, taking a shower. I don't care what it is, watching a movie. Those things where you just like kind of randomly feel like doing something and you do it. Usually that's where you find genius. So I would be doing those things. You have the 10 of wands. You do have the 10 of wands, but you have the 4 of wands here. I feel like someone already wants to marry you. I don't know. I don't think this is like a sketchy thing at all. I think that this is a good thing. I feel that a person is just like, oh, I'm going to marry this person. It could be you as well. You could have your eye on a person. You could be like, oh, I'm going to marry this person. But I don't think it's creepy. Like normally, like that would creep me out. If I just like met a person like, oh, I'm going to marry you, right? But I feel like this is not creepy. It's like, I think it's just like a knowing. It's not, I don't think they're going to say this to you or anything like that. I think they're just like, I'm going to marry this person. So definitely that type of energy here. I also feel that there's I always say that the 4 of wands is a card of setting yourself free. And, I feel that some of you need to get to that next level, play big so that you can set yourself free. You have the 10 of wands as well. 10 of wands is carrying a heavy burden. I feel like you need to do this. It's like saying, I feel like going the extra mile is going to pay off big time, right? And is it going to be a pain in the ass? Probably, right? I'm not going to sugarcoat it and be like, oh, this is going to be all sunshine, rainbows, and unicorns. I feel that you are having to put more work. You're going to have to put more work into something that you want, of course. But I feel if you do it, you're going to be very, very happy that you did. And I also feel that it's almost popping into my head as something that you only have to do once, And so that's the difference. Like I am not a fan of the hustle culture thing. It's like, I love Gary Vaynerchuk, for example. I love him, but at the same time, I think the whole hustle your face off till until you die is probably not healthy, right? So I think we need balance in life, of course. This is coming from someone who just works 24/7, so I get it. But I don't think we should do it if it's affecting our health or other things, right? So but I kind of feel that if you're doing it for a short period of time, if you're putting a bunch of work into your business just to get it established or something, that this could be very, very good for you. It is going to be very good for you. So let's see what is going on here for you, Sagittarius. With the star card, you have this decision card. Make the choice to go big. You know, there are these 7 tiny little stars. These are the 7 stars of the Pleiades on the star card. And then you have that one big star. I feel like it's saying, yeah, you could play small all day long, but like just focus on the one big thing. You know, that is the choice that you should make right here. You will not regret it. With the 4 of Wands, you have this caution card. Yeah, like I wouldn't just rush right into something. Again, I got that feeling of like just wanting to marry a person, just like being like, oh, you know, this is my person, which is great. But I also feel, you know, I would take your time and like don't rush into something here, you know, just because you want something to happen, right? With the 10 of Wands, you have this empathy card. Yeah, I feel like there are people who want to support you. So again, like I said, I would definitely allow people to support you at this time. Just that simple. Next, in the area of the good stuff, you have this media card. Are you kidding? And this is why we've been talking about media this whole time. It says, get more publicity to increase your finances. Step into the spotlight and get seen. Have the courage to stand on stage. This could be literally or figuratively, of course. With Pluto going into Aquarius next year, you know, it's going to enter into Aquarius this year, and then, you know, retrograde back into Capricorn next year, then it's going to enter into Aquarius at the end of next year as well in November. And so whatever, doesn't matter. You know, Aquarius, Pluto has already touched tips with Aquarius. That's all I care about, right? It's already been there. And so what I would say is, as far as I'm concerned, we're in a time of attention. I tell people all the time, get as much attention as you possibly can for whatever reason. You have this card that says, learn how to honor and treat your body well. Yeah, I feel like some of you are maybe focusing on health or wanting to improve your health in some way. You have the Death card, the Strength card, and the Magician. The Death card, of course, is a card of a major transformation. So I feel that there could be a big transformation coming in for you here, and you know, it's going to be something that leads to a lot more happiness. Right here are the 2 pillars from the moon, and the sun is coming up between those 2 pillars. So it kind of says that, you know, it kind of says that basically you're leaving a moon period behind where you've been uncertain about the future, not sure what to do, and the sun is coming up. So really like that. You have the Strength card. The Strength card is a card of patience, and so I feel like you need to be patient at this time. But at the same time, I feel that the universe has seen your patience, and you could be being rewarded. Again, you have so many cards of abundance here. You have this abundance and luck card, the star card, the 8 of Wands, this riches card. You know, I really see a lot of rewards for all the work that you've been doing. You have the Magician. I'm telling you right now, every single person had something about super manifestation. So I would be doing, you know, whatever you like to do to manifest, I would do it. And again, even if you don't believe in manifestation, which is perfectly fine, then I would still do something to manifest, you know, even if you don't believe in it, just to see what happens, right? Because again, it just seems to be like one of those times where we could really be manifesting, you know, a new life. He also has a snake here eating its own tail, and this is the Ouroboros, and it represents reinvention. So you are clearly in a time of reinvention. There are like a couple of signs, I think, you and someone else, I can never remember, but that are really focused, I believe, on reinventing yourselves. So if you want to change your story, if you want to be a different person, you know, in a positive way I'm talking about here, or if you want to change your beliefs or whatever, like now is the time. So let's see what we have going on here. With the Death card, you have this companionship card. I definitely feel there is new love coming in for you here. Don't rush it, but I feel this is a true companion, like a real, it's like you're attracting a real ride or die here. You know, I get that feeling, so definitely really good for you. With the Strength card, you have this Influence card. Normally this is a bad card, but again, it's showing up in the good stuff. So I kind of feel you could be attracting an influential person. It's kind of funny. You have the star, you have that media card. You could be attracting someone who is like a boss, you know, or someone who has some influence in the world in some way. So there you go. With the Magician, you have this Resistance card. I feel like you're letting go of resistance. Again, coming up in the good stuff, it's almost like you're getting past that point of resistance, which is probably going to make you more successful. So let's see here. We're going to pull 5 main themes. You have this Apple card. It says temptation will test you. I would like a little bit be careful of the past, you know, especially anything you've walked away from. You have that 8 of Cups in the first row here, and it doesn't even have to be a person. This could be past temptation. You know, maybe there's a bad habit or something like that, and I would just be careful of it. You have this Wedge card. It says someone is trying to come between you and a friend or something you want. Yeah, like every single sign for the past couple months has had something about like don't play the telephone game, right? If like someone comes to you and tells you something about another person in your life, love or otherwise, doesn't matter, I would go directly to the person. For whatever reason, this has come up a lot. So definitely, you know, again, something I would pay attention to. You have this bear. It says danger, especially in money matters. I wouldn't really worry about it. But again, what I would say is I do think we're in a time where we need to not, like, don't go spend crazy and things like that. But you have this coins card. It says money will be coming to you. So, I feel that there's plenty of improvements in your finances coming in for you here. You also have this horseshoe. It says good luck on it. And now is clearly a lucky time for you. Again, you have that abundance and luck card coming up in your first position there. So I feel like all the luck is coming from you exceeding your own expectations. Maybe that's a better way to put this reading, right? Very simple reading. I don't know why, but for the whole time that I've been reading Sagittarius, you always have very straight and to the point readings. But, maybe what this reading is trying to say is that the luck is going to come from you trying to do something that will exceed your own expectations, meaning you think you can accomplish this, but really you're going to accomplish this up here. So I would go for something hard. I feel that's really what this reading wants you to do. Looks really good. I love it. So thank you for being here, Sag. Really appreciate it, and definitely enjoy your month.